Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 6 of Dawn of Man. So last episode we centralized our defenses. I'm not exactly sure how much it has helped yet, but I am planning once we get masonry to sort of redesign the base a little bit, or the settlement I should call it. Although base, I guess that is a fitting term. And bring all of our sort of walls around the center so that when it comes time to defend against raiders, we have a spot to go. It's telling me I don't have enough for... Okay, yeah, that's actually true. Let's go ahead and make some more stables. For once, the warnings are valid. They're not always valid, but this time they are. Because of our donkey and cattle populations, we are going to need some additional stables. Speaking of which, let's see. Is there anything nearby I can tame or kill? Yeah, but maybe not worth it. Our food's pretty good. Let's do a quick checkup here. Workload, pretty good. Population, as you can see, you can definitely see where I've got rated. Rated. It's pretty regular frequency as well, for sure. We hit... Oh, wow, we've been taming cattle like crazy here. We've also queued up a lot of megaliths to be mined out, so I'm going to take a look around, see if any of them are getting ready to be rolled. So here's one to be rolled, and we have some people that are really far out of the base. Some of the cattle that I instructed them to tame was not exactly, let's say, local cattle. They were a little bit far. It's not exactly my problem, though. I am not spotting any megalith that looks to need moving. There is one out there, wherever it is. I'm not entirely sure where it is, but I know there's one because I have the indicator up here telling me as such. I can go ahead and look for it later. We are heading into fall, the season of a lot of work. So here is our fall workload. No, maybe it hasn't rendered yet. I wish you could just click on Megalith up here and just automatically teleport to where they are. It's probably... I mean, there's a lot of little things about this game that I would say... I've got some pet peeves. Like the way defending works, or trying to find megalith that's very, very far from your base that you ordered them to mine out ages ago and really have no idea where it all went. We are going to want to put limits on cattle. For now, I'm going to have a limit of 10. Even though we already have the stables up, because there's only really so much straw I want them eating during the winter. Checking. So menhirs. I got credit for that second menhir. Carts. We're about to hit a checkpoint on carts. Where's my workshop? Yep, we already have one queued up. Good. And stone circles, bloomery, stables. I think what I'm going to do is let's do residency on some more stables. I don't think I'm going to ever have more than 30 animals, so these stables are going to be recycled when after they're constructed. Look at how bold these ibex are. Just hanging out. I'm a hunter-gatherer. Do you know what that means? It means you're food, and I will eat you. Alright. I know it's not entirely interesting for me to be searching for my megalith, but I didn't feel like I should go and mine out some new megalith. I have mined some out. That one's already being rolled. I just need to find where I did it. Or, alternatively, rather than clicking here to find my megalith, just going ahead and auto-rolling them. I mean, why would you ever mine a megalith out if you didn't intend to drag it back to your base? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't do you any good. It's work for no reason. Alright, let's check up on this trader before they leave. Hello, trader. I don't really need copper, but I might buy it anyway, because we're still going to need copper for the Bronze Age. So we'll go ahead and buy their copper and their charcoal, sell some dry skin to make up the difference. Wintertime has set in. Alright, now this is bugging me. Are my megalith invisible? Because there's plenty of mineable megalith not that far away. Alright, I'm just gonna start ordering all of whatever megalith I see to be mined. Because we can just heavily invest in spirituality construction. And that will get us the population of 150 fast. Having really high prestige. Oh, you need a roll. You need a roll. There we go. I'm starting to see some rollers. We're pretty close to being able to be bronzed. Getting there. 4 more knowledge. Big old storm rolling through. So we don't have rivers of blood yet, but my workload is nice and low. One thing I probably should add is some more peas. We have a lot of fall crop, but we don't have a lot of winter crop. And that would be on me. And not planning out sort of balanced farming for different seasons. Another thing I've just noticed is I basically have no wood, and we're in the middle of winter, and it's storming, so unless I want a whole lot of hypothermic death, let's get some additional wood in here. We can also break down these stables. We are not going to need them. A good old-fashioned bear attack. Oh, you're dead. I don't think there was anything for me to do about that. It was destiny. He's Old Man Winter, destined to die so that spring may come. So now the game is telling me I have 10 megaliths and 0 rollers. Boy, is that interesting. Because of the cattle that we have tamed, we just got our 10th milk. Does the body good, never break a bone. I have absolutely no idea where all my megaliths are. And anytime I see a new mineable megalith, I'm just going to mine it. It's going to add a lot of completely bogus and unnecessary tasks for my people. But this will allow us to get the dolmen and the menhir and the last stone circle that we need and all that good stuff. Wow, we are getting a lot of traders. Do you have... What do I need? I don't know what I need. More copper, I suppose. We have a bunch of slings that I absolutely want to get rid of, so... There you go. There's a bunch of slings. That's our 100th copper ore. One more knowledge, and we will be able to get bronze. And that is also a milestone, is 5 bronze swords. It reminds me, given that I'm pretty close to masonry, it would not be a terrible idea to start stockpiling stones. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. There's plenty of stones near my base. And I'm going to set the limits for stone to 100, and we have a raider attack. Cool. Poor whoever this was out here just got ganked. Really badly. Alright. My centralized defenses are ready. So we'll slow time down, and you'll see all of these watchtowers shooting, and the only ones not in the watchtowers, my dogs. There's still some people standing around, but our kill to loss ratio a whole lot better than it would be without these towers. And these aren't even particularly towers. They're watchtowers, not guard towers. So improvements to be made soon. All right. Bunch of raiders dead. That does give me bronze. So let's go ahead and find wherever the nearest tin might be. Is there not tin near? Okay, that's pretty far. Come on, game. Is that really the closest tin? That would be absurd. I mean, I suppose I'm on hardcore difficulty, and it's supposed to be harder, right? This is... So we've got this tin here. And this tin there. I guess that's the closest. So we'll just have to make a little pilgrimage all the way out there. I also wanted to add some more pea fields. Give peas a chance here. Flax, spring and fall. Okay, so I'm going to actually do one more 3x5 pea field. Because we have 3 farm fields that require 1 season and 3 now that will require another. This will help our food. It's nice to not have to constantly hunt for your food, because you're somewhat reliant on putting people in danger and the fact that there will be availability. You don't always have things to kill nearby. Doesn't mean I'm not going to hunt a little bit, though. Hunting still has its merits. Alright. That was quick. Died by a bear. I think a diseased hunter went to go kill that bear. Alright. What do we got here? We got masonry. Sure. Your commission is really high, but what you're selling is something I'd like to buy. I'm always interested to see if I can't sell off some wool. Now that we are going to upgrade our weapons and tools, I'm going to sell off some of the extra tools I have, and then definitely getting rid of older tools. Actually, they're not worth very much. I'll just use them till they fall apart. How am I going to afford masonry? Some wool clothing. It hurts inside to part with clothing, but bows are worth a lot. All right, I'll sell some bows. Masonry unlocked. So what that means is I want to actually move some of my residences. I want to free up some space around the center of my town. Which means spreading some of these houses out here. Yeah, that's a lot of construction projects, but I need the space for defensive purposes primarily. So let's take a look. Now that we have masonry, I think probably the next thing I'm going to get is sword making and composite archery, so that we lose fewer people to raids. My next big milestone, the one that's going to be tough, is warrior settlement. That's probably going to be the last one I get, so I'm going to work towards that goal now. This person was probably heading out for a megalith or something, or mining a megalith, and starved on their way back. Sad, but you know, progress has to be made somehow. No, that's pretty blasé. That's pretty dark interpretation of the value of a human life. So we've been stockpiling some stone here. Not a whole lot of it, but a little bit, so that we can build some walls. And we'll get these new roundhouses up so that I can remove some of these older huts. So I'm dumping them out and removing the contents. We'll call this eminent domain, right? That's pretty much what it is. It's an expensive project, but it needs to be done. We're heading into yet another winter. These roundhouses are getting nice and constructed. Our population capacity is rising. All right. I don't want to evict too many people at once, but there's our 5th roundhouse. So, Megaloceros, Ancient Bison, Reindeer, Cave Lions all just went extinct. I kind of wish that their animals hunted would disappear, because it's not like we can make any further progress. They're extinct, right? So just hide it from me at this point. But nope, that's just not the way it works. Why? I'm not sure, once again. As I said, a lot of QOL that I would ADD to this game. Not saying it's not fun, but somewhat low replay value and a lot of sort of wonkiness. Alright, we are definitely freeing up some room. My outfitter here, I bet we're not going to get... Hello, trader. I bet we're not going to get anything for another outfitter. I will buy your horse domestication if I can afford it. Sell some bows. So a whole lot of bows. It's probably too many. I don't want to deplete my entire bow surplus. Sell some older copper tools. You know, I haven't actually changed over to the new tools, so I definitely need to do that. All right. What else can I do here? Bars of copper are fine. There we go. Now, I am going to start making bronze tools. It's actually kind of surprising they don't do that on their own. We still don't have that 5th cart. Let's see why. We have tannin. We have a tanner. I don't know why I don't have leather. We must be... Oh, you know what? We're probably using it for the megaliths. The rolling megaliths. That'd be my assumption. Let's see. Walls and gates. I'm going to add 2 gates here. And we're going to wall this off. It's going to look real weird. Alright, we're going to need to add some additional roundhouses. Actually, you know what? They're already queued up. We're just waiting on the straw. I have sort of pushed our straw, you know, we don't have any. Which might be a little bit of a problem feeding animals. Yep, here's the warning. I was going to say feeding animals during the winter. Being strawless and all. I was investing it. Okay, there's the 5th cart. 5 more and we get sword making. I'm actually a little surprised that, yeah, I guess we do have some bronze, but we really don't have that much. Let's see, work area, mine ore. It's set to copper. I don't know if you can mine tin the same way you can mine copper. Whether that be a bug or not, I'm not sure. But yet another winter survived. None of the animals died from starvation during the winter, so that part's good. We have 4 more donkeys than we have carts, so I'm looking at you, workshop. You better start rolling out some goods here. So now that we have defenses, or proper stone walls, I should say, I am going to wall up this inner court here. I have no idea if this is like a decent sort of design to do, but at least the people that are inside these towers are going to be pretty well defended. Alright, that tanner is going to have to go. So production... Tanner, we'll put the tanner next to a storage hut. 100th copper bar. That's a good milestone. Alright. Walled in on the inside. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Somehow or another, I have enough stone for it too. I did put a lot of people on stone. Oh, a whole lot of my sheep just contracted disease. We're about to have a sheep plague. They're all about to die. No, that's too bad. So, the 5th bronze sword is already done. That means our metalsmith has really been productive, cranking out bronze tools yeah, and that seems to be the case. I got quite a lot of bronze tools already. Means I can happily buy their tin ore, knowing that I'm putting it to good use. And for you, I'm going to start selling off old flint tools in exchange for straw. They don't sell for much because we've teched so far past them. What's crazy is I already got the 5 bronze swords before I even knew how to make them. I'm guessing I took them off of raiders. Wow, we have a lot of wool outfits. I didn't realize we had so many. My limits for wool was 150, but we've gone way past 150 here. This is like 200% outfit here. So I guess I'll keep that in mind next time the traders come by. I know that I can most certainly afford to sell off some outfits, and I won't suffer any sort of consequence whatsoever. Looks to me like we're going to need some more roundhouses. I think the huts that I have left, I can leave in place. They're not really blocking anything. My super weird defensive walls are all set. So temporarily, we might actually dip into not having a house for everyone. Let's take a look. Our welfare is pretty good. Our prestige is pretty good. We're starting to finally roll some megaliths. Speaking of which, let's get this tanner rolling. One of the bottlenecks to the megaliths might be the fact that I don't have a lot of dry skins. We do have horse domestication, so I'm going to start taming some horses and a raider attack. Alright, let's see if the walls and gates help. Hello, cow. You're probably going to want to, I don't know, hide. Now, there's a few dumb people that wanted to be outside the walls here. Oh man, they are wrecking my towers. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed destroying towers because you really destroyed them all. I think part of the problem was there was like a line of sight issue. They could shoot the towers, but the people in the towers couldn't shoot back or something. I'm not exactly sure. So we're not going to close those gates again, needless to say. But this is a Dead is Dead playthrough, so you live and learn. Now that we're starting to get horses, my donkey pops are going to be limited. And we'll replace them with horses. Horses work faster, and that's pretty much all I care about when trying to haul carts and the like. Now, despite the fact that the raiders absolutely, unbelievably, and undeniably trashed my defenses, they didn't really kill very many people, which I suppose is fortunate. Now, I'd really like to get reinforced fortifications soon, but I'm not likely to get that before the raiders come back. So I'm going to start putting towers back. This time lining them up against the wall first. It is autumn, so we should be able to... Let's see, what are my resources? We should be able to get some straw, even wild straw. Oh, and there's a trader here. Best be bringing some straw now, you hear? Alright, let's see. No straw. They brought brewing. Commission is high. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we can do about this. We still have a bunch of flint knives. It's probably truly a terrible idea to sell all of my copper tools. But I like terrible ideas. So we have a lot of copper bars here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop making copper ones and just focus on bronze for a bit because we have plenty of tin. As you can see, it's a 2-to-1 ratio with some coal. We're pretty much over copper. In fact, I should have probably sold my bars to the trader, so we can't really use them making bronze. But brewing has been unlocked. That allows me to turn grain into beer. That seems like a good idea. So we'll drop a brewer there and make sure that there's a well nearby. That'll have to do. Taking a look at my limits here, we could make some tin mines. Oh, no. You say you've exhausted, but yet the tin node there still has resources. And where was the tin over here? Here it is. Ooh. Right at the start of winter, goes straight into a blizzard. I can get behind that. But alas, I'm just about out of time, guys, for this episode. So if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. And I do hope that you tune in next time. I know that there is a dwindling few of you that are enjoying the Dawn of Man series, but I'll at least see this one through. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all later. Adios.